And let us begin. So, hi everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you from the Olympiad Success family. Hi everyone. So, I'm Aarti. I will be your host for today. So, kids, today we are here for a demo and interaction program for grade 5 and 6 logical reasoning. Okay. And I know, like, all of you are really interested in logical reasoning. Even I am, like, when I was a kid of your age, basically. So I also used to, try to find out various riddles. So that time internet was not that flourished as we see today. Okay, so everything is at your disposal in today's world, but and like when we were young, when we were very small like you, so it was very difficult to get information and find various quizzes, puzzles. So I used to speak to a lot of people and understand, like, okay, any question coming up, please ask me. I'll try to solve this. So today, like, in for you, everything is available, and we would want you to, be a pro in this, right? And how you can do that by regular practice, by clearing your concepts, making your foundation really strong, right? So we here at Olympiad Success believe in doing all these things. Okay. Yes. So we would make sure that you are really sound with all your concepts and your foundation is strong. Correct. And logical reasoning is that one subject, actually, it's especially that one subject which is not considered as a subject, taken as a subject, taught as a subject in your schools, right? So you would be, solving few questions now and then, but as a subject, it is not taught. I doubt. So in anyone's schools, is it being taught as a subject, logical reasoning? No? Okay. So I can see a wonderful bike for with Khayan. So that was really nice, Khayan. Okay. All right. So kids, today, like in this session, the flow of this session would be, first of all, there would be an introduction by your mentor Priyasha ma'am. Then Rajan sir would be taking you through a short presentation. After that, I will be taking you through the tour of the platform. Post that, we will be having a short question and answer round, and after the question and answer round, we will be starting with the demo session for which you all are here, right? So the flow is clear to all of you. Okay, great. So Khayan, you are raising your hand. Can you please write it down in the chat section for us to answer your query? And so let me now introduce all of you to Priyasha ma'am. So Priyasha ma'am is one of our star mentors, and kids really love her. It is because, she teaches out of her passion, and she really makes sure that each one of you understand each and everything really nicely, right? And she has some, secret also about her chocolate questions. So sorry, Priyasha ma'am, I've disclosed it, but then she has these chocolate questions. Now, what are these? She would be letting you know, like, what are these chocolate questions? So her existing students would be knowing about it, right? I can see a smile on Anish face. So Anish, right. So over to you, Priyasha ma'am.
Thank you
And
so
Khayan.
much.
So Khayan
Yeah,
is
Kyan
asking
was,
Priyasha.
yes, he was there in my 3-4 reasoning as well. Welcome back,
Okay.
Kyan. I remember. So, good evening to all of you. As Aarti ma'am has already mentioned, that logical reasoning is something which is not taught in the schools, but yet a very, very interesting and a very important subject. See, I'll give you an example of that in today's demo only, where I'll try to show you how a person who is good at logical reasoning will become good at the other subjects also, like science, GK, maths, and English as well. How this will be disclosed in the demo today. But yeah, this is something very important to know, that logical reasoning opens up our mind, things which you already wrote in the chat. All of you people are absolutely right. It will help us think in a different way than the normal or the general way. And it, at the same time, if you start thinking out of the box, this feature will be helpful in the other topics as well. You will not just stick to one method taught in the school or one method taught in the book. Rather, you will try to explore what will happen if I do like this, what will happen if I do like that. So this curiosity, this creativity is really important for a child, and that will help you to develop your intelligence much more. Okay, so that's why logical reasoning is very important. And when it comes to the real time use of logical reasoning, not only in the Olympiads, but when you go to the higher class, You would be also giving some scholarship tests. You would also go and give some, entrance tests for good colleges, for job interviews, like that. So everywhere logical reasoning makes a major chunk, around 33% to 50% of the paper is occupied by this section. So you must think that how important this will be in your future as well. So keeping that in mind and looking at the need of such classes, because it's not taught in the school, of course, I'm really happy that Olympiad Success has given me the opportunity that I can come live with you people and teach you people the various beautiful things coming under logical reasoning. And the speciality of our classes is that, listen, this is a demo session, so of course I won't be unmuting you, but in the classes you would be getting a chance to be unmuted and you can discuss where are you going wrong exactly. Like if you are not getting something, we can discuss with you that what are the other possible ways of doing the question, or what was the area where you did a mistake. And like this, you will not just learn better, but you will remember it forever as well. So I'll just give you a taste of how our classes will be like in the demo. So are you ready for the demo? We'll have it just after a quick session, a quick PPT where the information about the classes will be shared. So watch that carefully so that when Rajan sir or Aarti ma'am asks you back a question, you're able to answer. Okay, fine. And just after that, we'll begin our demo. All right. So see you in the demo then. Thank you so much. Over to you, Aarti ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Priyasha ma'am. It's always a pleasure to have you on the platform. And now over to Rajan sir for the presentation.
Yes, sure, ma'am. So my screen is visible, ma'am? Okay.
Yes.
So welcome students to the demo of class 5-6 reasoning. So let's start with a question first. So can you tell me like which figure out of the following is odd one out? You can type in the chat box.
And do provide a reason as well, because the name of the topic is logical reasoning. Okay, so when you give an answer like A, so tell me why is A the odd one out, not just the options. That won't look good. Can with an answer. All right. Yes, Anish, IMO have logical reasoning, whether it is mathematics, whether it is computer, whether it is science. Every exam will have the first 15 to 20 questions of logical reasoning. So, yes.
Kyan is saying shape difference.
Okay. Add, AD, add, or A or D. What are you saying?
Okay, so there is only one correct option.
Yes.
D. Okay, so you can come up with the reason also. You can write up the reason also, like what is the reason why option D is correct. D, because the triangle is little bit in the square.
Does not have a slant.
Okay. Slanting line. Can, that's what we are saying. There's only one single answer. So some have triangles, some do not have a triangle, some have a square, some do not have a square. So you can't pick out the odd one out like that. Something else.
Everyone is saying D, but then why D?
Okay, let's check the answer. So the correct option is D, but the reason is that if you adding the number of side of each figure, so for A, it will be 5 plus 3 equal to 8. For B equal to 4 plus 4 equal to 8. For C figure, it will be 3 plus 3 equal to 6. And for D figure, it will be 4 plus 3 equal to 7. And for figure E, equal to 5 plus 5 equal to 10. So you can see in each diagram, the sum is even here, except for D. Okay. So the correct option is D here. Okay, students. So this is the reason. Okay. So now let me tell you about the Olympiad success. So Olympiad success is India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad exam. And students, we have on live classes. So like this year in third year in live classes. And students, we also have School Plus program. In School Plus program, we offer 8 courses that are mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication and communication, spoken and written both, Vedic maths as well as coding. What else, students? We also offer online CBSE classes for grades 6 to 12 and one-on-one preparation classes for International Mathematics Olympiad like CESMO, CMO, HKIMO, TIMO, Math Count, US Math Competition, Math Kangaroo, PRMO, and also JMIN preparation classes. So these are the rank holder of Olympiad success for session 21-22. So in Olympiad success, we got many international rank 1 students. Now about this course, students. So there will be 20 students in the class and the classes will be conducted on Zoom platform only. So there will be 3 sessions per week. The days will be Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. And timing is 5 p.m. to 6:15 p.m. So the class duration will be 75 minutes and there is a break of 5 minutes in between. So the session include mix of theory, practice question, doubt session, and we will also discuss previous year paper. And students, you will get reading material and practice test for reasoning that is available on the dashboard of Olympiad Success. And with this, you will get the free access to the mock test of reasoning that is available on Olympiad Success website. Syllabus link I will share in the chat box. So students, the fees for this course is 6,800 and there will be 32 sessions in the course. Okay, payment link I will share in the chat box. The fees include online classes, daily reading notes and exercise, practice of previous year paper, and you will get access to the logical reasoning worksheets. Okay. So to join this course, what you need a laptop with good internet speed and headphone. And students, as you know, like preparation for Olympiad exam is tougher than regular school curriculum. So you need to spend approx 2 hours every day to cope up with the curriculum. And parent support will be needed to check answers and reiterate concepts. So students, live classes for this course will start from 3rd June. And currently we have students from 3,800 schools and we are catering in 35 plus countries. So this is about this course, students. Now, if you have any doubt or any query, we will take that. But before that, Aarti ma'am will give you a tour of Olympiad Success Dashboard. And after that, you can ask if you have any query, any doubt. Okay. So over to you, Aarti ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rajan sir, for a detailed presentation about the course program. And now let me share my screen. So kids, requesting all of you to pay attention. I know you all have been doing that, but just make sure that you're not losing interest. Okay. So once you enroll to this program, what you need to do is you go to this link, which is olympiadsuccess.com/login. And here enter your credentials, that is your user email and password. From where to get it? So you would be getting it once you register with us for this program. Okay, I know few students would be knowing about this, but then there are other students who should know about it before they register to our program. So let us take this quickly. Okay. So now once you log in, you would be redirected to the profile page. On the profile page, if anything is incomplete, just make sure you complete that. Otherwise, you won't be able to move to other parts on your dashboard. Now click on live classes. So this is the page where you can find the details about your reading material, practice questions and answer keys for the subjects you have enrolled to. Okay. So now since we are here for a reasoning class, I'll select Reasoning Olympiad. And as you see here, like various other subjects are also coming. The reason is that I have subscribed to all these subjects. Okay. After selecting Reasoning Olympiad, I'll just select the topic. So let's say I would want to see for time sequence test. I'll click on the reading material. And here the reading material for time sequence test will open up. Okay, so this is for your reference, like you should study from this as well. Then we would be having the practice questions. So once you click on that, the PDF opens up, and in this a lot of practice questions would be given to you. So once you are done with them, just write down your answers and then finally compare your answers with the answer keys given by Olympiad Success. Okay, so then we have the next thing, which is view schedule. Now here on this schedule page, you can see like what all would be getting covered in which session. So in session 1, we would be taking coding, decoding, session 2, coding, decoding, session 3, blood relations, session 4, test. So after every session or two, there would be a test conducted on the session, on the topics which you have already learned, right? So in a similar manner, like the entire syllabus has been divided into various sessions, and in between there would be various mock tests for your practice. All right, and after that, like since this course is of 32 sessions, your complete course will get completed in 29 sessions, and the remaining 3 sessions would be your super classes. So by super classes, I mean that in these classes you would be given like lots and lots of practice, so you can come up with your doubts also. So your mentor would be solving all your doubts, queries. There would be previous year papers which we would be solving in these classes. So there would be sufficient time for all of you to practice and come up with your doubts, right? Then we have the holiday calendar. So if you click on that, you would be seeing the list of dates on which the classes will not be conducted. Then finally, we have the Zoom meeting ID and password. So here your meeting ID and password will be updated, using which you can log into the live meetings, right? Now, the next important thing is about the worksheets. So Rajan sir had mentioned you that you would be getting free access to topic-wise worksheets for the subject, which is logical reasoning over here. So what you have to do is, like, if you click on this list, you get a list of various subjects. So the subject of importance to us is logical reasoning. I'll click on that, and here you see that all the topic-wise worksheets would have come up. So there are 35 worksheets for you to practice from. All right, so if I click on the next button, so let us take one exam for geometrical shapes in solid. I'll click on take exam. So these worksheets, these topic-wise worksheets are available in the form of examination, right? So you need to click on start worksheet and start your exam. Here you have to read your question, mark the answer, and click on the next button. And 25 questions will be there for you to answer. Once you are done with the like the question paper, the worksheet, you have to click on the finish test, finish button, and here you have to click on yes, I have reviewed all the questions, and now you would be redirected to the answer key page. So on the answer key page, you can see the question, the options, the correct answer, what your answer is, and the explanation to the question. And finally, on the right hand side, you can see the total summary of your examination. Now, in case if you would want to revisit, what you have to do is like revisit the answer keys. Just click on the performance tab, and under the subject list, click on the subject for which you would want to see. So I had given geometrical shapes in solid. I'll just click on view button, and the summary will come up, and in the summary page you have to click on the review button to open up your answer keys. Okay, so this is about the platform which you would be getting access to once you enroll to this program. So I'm now stopping my screen share. So if you have any questions, any doubts, please do let us know for us to solve your queries. Any questions? Otherwise, it would be Rajan sir's time to ask questions then. Rajan sir asked them really tough questions.
I think Anushka is sharing the links and asking what is this. So Anushka, these links are like first link is for syllabus for the course. Then there's a link for payment link. Then feedback, if you have any feedback. Then all batches detail. If you have any, like you need to check for any other batch, you can check there. And then there is a Facebook link. So now we are live on Facebook. You can check the demo there also. And after that, there is a details for Quest Olympiad. Okay. So any questions, students? No? Okay. Can you tell me like what are the days and timing for the classes? You can type in the chat box. No one remember?
That's a long one. 3 days, then time. That's why they're taking time to type.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yes, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, 5 to 6:15 a.m. Santosh, 5 to 6:15 a.m. in the morning, or it's p.m. p.m. Okay. Yes, correct. And how many sessions are there? Number of sessions?
Wow.
32. Yes, correct. If there is a logical reasoning and math session, are they going to be other Olympiad sessions?
Absolutely. So students, like you should understand these are proper, Anish, to your question, like these are proper reasoning classes. So you would be knowing that like some students were telling that logical reasoning questions come in IMO, NSO, right? But then there are few other organizations who conduct specific examination for logical reasoning. And as mentioned by Rajan sir also during his presentation, so there is this one examination by the name of Crest Reasoning Olympiad, right? So what the motto is, like we have kept it separate. We have not mixed it with mathematics or science. So these classes, all right. So for mathematics, there would be different mathematics Olympiad classes. For reasoning, there would be different. So this is the batch for reasoning Olympiad classes, and similarly, there would be other Olympiad preparation classes also, which Rajan sir had mentioned during his course of presentation, wherein he informed you about Math Olympiad, Science Olympiad, Logical Reasoning Olympiad, English Olympiad, and we have one-to-one classes for various international mathematics Olympiads like SASMO, CMO, TIMO, etc. Okay, and apart from that, we have skill building classes as well for communication, Vedic mathematics, and coding. Remember, ma'am told Fellings.
That is a acronym of MTF by Kyan. To remember Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Creativity.
Absolutely, it's wonderful.
I would like to know more on admission part. My school does not have Olympiad.
Okay, Santosh. So, yeah, if your school is not participating in any of the Olympiad examinations, there are other Olympiad organizations who accept individual registrations, like Crest Olympiads, Unicus Olympiads. You can visit their website and register individually over there, and like then you can appear for the Olympiad examinations. Okay.
Any other question, students? Or any doubt? Okay, so shall we start with the demo then?
Big thumbs up from Anish. This big. All right. Prathamaditya also. Fine. Then we should start. We should get started quickly then. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you then. So on the count of 3, 2, 1. There you go. Okay. So we'll get started now. And today we are going to get started with the topic analogy. Now, analogy, what is the dictionary meaning, people? Do you know the dictionary meaning of analogy? Any one of you? What's the meaning of analogy in dictionary? No, no idea. Anyone? Okay. So over here, analogy stands for similarity, something which is similar to something. That is analogy, or in English we call it analogous. So if I say that I am analogous to a bird, then I and the bird have similar features, one or two. Okay, so that's analogous or analogy, that is similarity. So in reasoning, analogy is a very, very important topic to cover. Why, tell me? Because here you people will be actually figuring out the answer in 3 steps. Do you know what are those 3 steps? Okay, yeah, that's nice. Step number one. Step number one is you have to first identify the logic from the sample. So you have to first identify the logic. Okay. So the question will be given to you and you will be given one set with an answer, and you have to find out the answer of the other set. The second step will be to apply the logic on your, apply the logic on the question, okay, the question part. All right. And then the next thing which you people will be doing is, the third and the last part is to verify the answer. Okay, how will you verify the answer? By trying to figure out whether you people are getting the same answer or not when you are going in the opposite direction. So I'll tell you about that in detail. Let's first check out what are we going to cover in this session today. So we are going to first talk about analogy, which we already started. Then we'll do some questions based on alphabet based, okay, topic, some on the analogous pairs, some on the number based system, some on the three-word analogy, and lastly, chocolate questions. So Aarti ma'am told in the beginning, what are chocolate questions? Chocolate questions are some special questions which you will find in Priyasha ma'am's class, which are Olympiad level questions which you can expect in your upcoming Olympiads, or they are the questions which are asked in your previous Olympiads. Okay. So starting with the definition of analogy, we just now discussed that it means similarity, comparison. Okay. Comparison can be done in any way. Comparison can be done between numbers, between alphabets, between general knowledge things, and also between English meanings. Like suppose if I say that, let's say we can make a question out of it, that if I say that doctor is to, let's say doctor is to disease. So doctor is to disease, then what does police do? I mean, police is to what? So what is the relation between them? Doctor treats the diseases, police dash someone. Okay, that means you can say punishes someone or catches someone. Whom do they catch? Very good, Anish. That's thieves. Very nice. So that is a general knowledge question. Similarly, you can have a English based question where the words will be either synonyms or antonyms. You know the meaning of synonyms and antonyms? Synonym means the same meaning words and antonym means the opposite word. So if I say love is to hate, my question is love is to hate. So what will be bright is to dash? Bright is to dash. Dark. Dark, dark. Dull, dark. Yes, Madhav. Dull, dark, anything will work here. Okay, depending upon the options. That is what I asked you to do. Step number one for you people will be to find out the logic from the given sample. Step number two will be to apply the logic and get the answer here. And step number three is to verify from the options given that whether it should be dull or whether it should be dark. Okay, like that. So here we involved science, GK, maths, and many more, English and many more topics. Okay. So let us have a first question on the screen. You people can just type your answer once and sit back and relax. And if you want to give me the reason also for your answer, surely do that. Anish, I don't think any option has a small BRR. So type it in the same way or type the options. Okay, Siddharth. Okay, Pratmaditya, Vedant, Kavish. Okay. Others, try and think what is happening. Here the position is changing. Kyan, Nilargya, okay, Panendra, fine. Saugandhika, Saroj, Vipul, all right. All right, okay. So this is a position based question. Please remember this. This is a position based question. So that changes his answer. Okay. Madhav, Vipul. Anish has given me a reason also. Well, that's nice. All right. So what we are going to do here is we have a capital D at the first. The capital D gets shifted to either here or here. We don't know. Then the small d gets shifted and it becomes capital D. And the last letter becomes the first letter without changing the case. So my answer will begin with a small b because this is the last letter and the first letter will be a small b. And only one option has a small b in it. Wow, isn't it fast? You don't have to really worry about the remaining two letters, right? That was easy question. Warm up. We are having a warm up right now. Then we'll move to difficult questions. Now we'll do some very easy questions. Okay. Any doubts? Any confusion? Anyone over here? No. Okay. Good. Can we go to the next question? Okay. Let's go to the next question. This is something which requires your knowledge of the place value of the alphabets. Place value of the alphabets. A is equals to 1, B is equals to 2, like that. Think and answer. Anish, okay. Others? Yeah, Madhav, here in this question, you have to figure out the place value of every letter. Like, you know, A is equals to 1, B is equals to 2, C is equals to 3. So keeping that in mind, you have to figure out the answer for this question. Everyone try first. In a next 30 seconds, I'll answer. Okay, Kavish. Okay, Vedant. Okay, Saroj. All right, Siddharth. Danish. I'm recording your answers. Okay, so 30 seconds are up. Pratmaditya has also answered. Now, always remember there's a strict rule. Okay, Kyan. Now, there's a strict rule. The rule says the first letter is equals to the first letter. Look at my colors, okay? The second letter is equals to the second letter. The third letter is equals to the third letter. And the fourth letter is equals to the fourth letter. That means we'll make a relation between C and M. We'll find a relation between C and M. We'll find a relation between D and N, E and O, F and P. Now, who will tell me quickly in the chat the place value of C? And what's the place value of M? Nilagra, thank you. M is 13. Okay, there's a very short trick to remember it. Okay, this is like this. Tilt it like this, it will become this. Now, it will look like a 3. Now, 3 is already taken by C. So, what can we do? We can add a 1 here and make M as 13. N is 14, O is 15, P is 16. We can remember this with the help of the trick AJOT also. Okay. Now 4, 5 and 6. Now what is the comparison between 3 and 13? The comparison is plus 10. What is the comparison between 4 and 14? Same, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10. So what was the logic which we found from the first part of the question? The logic is equals to plus 10. And if I apply the same logic to my real question is H, I, J, K. So no need to do anything. Be smart now. Everyone will be smart now. Why? Because you know that you are preparing for an Olympiad, and in an Olympiad, time plays a very important role. So to save time, we will see that the first letter is different for all the options. So because the first letter is different for all the options, I'll just check the first letter, H. H is 8. You can remember it with the help of the digital clock. Have you guys seen a digital clock? Yes. How do you write a H? You write a H like this. But if you just cover up this and this, will it look like a digital clock 8? Yes. So this is 8 for H. 8 plus 10 is 18, which is R. So the only option which begins with a R is option B, and that makes option B as the correct answer. Okay, Anish, no problem. Others, is it clear? This question is clear, everyone. So we will always try to focus upon the relation of the first item with the first item on the right side, second item on the left side with the second item on the right side, like that. Okay, Vipul. Very good, Pratmaditya. All right, those who found the answer correct, very good. And those who did not get it correct, double congratulations. Why? Because you saved yourself from doing a mistake in the real examination. Now you will never do a mistake in this respect. Okay, time for GK based questions. So we'll now have some GK based questions, a slightly trickier ones. Let us see how many of you do or give me the right answer for this question. Here you all have to use option elimination. The third policy, you remember, verify the options. You have to use this over here. Kavish, I got your answer. Vedant, I got your answer also. Kyan, Siddharth, okay. That's nice. Okay, Saugandhika, Tanish, Anish, Prathamaditya. All right. Karthik, Nilagra. Okay. Others can also answer. Feel free to answer. Okay, Saroj, Madhav, Vipul. Yeah, so if you want, you can change your answer. What if I say I did not get any correct answer so far? Inside the road, Tanish. Inside the road. You have a road, and inside the road you have traffic, or on the road you have traffic. You have it on the road. Traffic is moving on the road, correct? So do you think that aeroplane is on, like moving on the aerodrome? Panendra, okay. Aeroplane moves in the aerodrome or moves in the sky? Aerodrome doesn't moves in the aerodrome. Aeroplane doesn't moves in the aerodrome. Aerodrome is a place where the aeroplanes rest. Traffic doesn't rest on a road. This is sarcastic, though it looks like it's resting, but it's not. It doesn't rest. Similarly, roots do not move on a tree. They move down a tree. They don't move on the tree. So this is also gone. Now, car and garage, very close, very close. But as you remember, I told you in the beginning, option elimination is the key of answering the question correct. Car doesn't moves on the garage. It just moves in the road. It rests in the garage. It doesn't moves on the road. I mean, it moves on the road, doesn't moves in the garage. So now if I find out my perfect answer, my most correct answer here will be blood moves in veins. What are veins? The blood vessels are veins. One of the blood vessels is veins, another is artery. You will learn that in science. So blood moves in veins. And similarly, traffic moves on road. That's the similar relationship. Analogous, similar. Okay. So I told you a tricky question indeed. Did you all got that? Yes. Shall we go to the next question then? Yeah. Okay. We'll move to the next question quickly. Thank you. Nerves. Yes, Can. All right. Now, this is something very interesting. Listen, the answer to this question is very simple. I don't want the answer. Yeah, Tanish, absolutely. We have capillaries also and arteries as well. Okay. So, number analogy is something interesting. So, before you are getting down to the answer, tell me what can be the answer to this question. 2030, you may be asked to find out the next pair, or you may be asked to just find out one part. Very nice, very nice. Most of you will give the right answer, I know, because this is very easy. What is important here to grasp is that the two types of questions which can be asked in the exam. Type number one, where they can ask you the complete set, like 50 to 60 complete set. Similarly, the second type of question can be where they give you the one set, which is your sample set, and looking at the logic, you are applying that logic to the second part of the question, you get the answer. I see the increment is plus 10. So I'll also do plus 10, plus 20, plus 5. So obviously plus 10. Similarly, plus 10 with a 50 gives me a 60. So that is my answer. This was easy. Now have a quick look. How will we understand we have to add, or when we have to divide, when we have to multiply, things like that. So when the first number is greater, okay, than the second number, or see, look here, first number is greater than the second number, we understand that the numbers are decreasing. Now, depending upon how much the number is decreasing, you can either check for the subtraction or you can check for the division. Now, one more very important thing which you should note, all of you. The thing which you should note here is that when you are trying to check your answer, your logic, this is very important, the main part of the class, your logic can be different. Your logic can be different from whom? From the question paper setter. But is this a problem? Not really. Then how will you get the correct answer? Suppose, see, I'll give you a very easy example. 2 is to 6. Okay. 3 is to what? Question mark. Now listen, 2 is to 6 can be brought in two ways. Way number 1 is 2 multiplied with 3. Way number 2 is 2 added with 4. Both will give you a 6. Correct? Correct? No doubt on that. Now listen here. So accordingly, your answer will become 3 into 3, 9. Or your answer can also be 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4, 7. Now, what is the thing? If suppose you got the answer as 7, but 7 is not in the options, then your answer is wrong. Well, yes. So when it comes to analogy questions, what we try to focus on is what the examiner might have thought as the logic. We have to find that out. Suppose I got two answers, 9 and 7. Okay. But I see that my options are 3, 7, 6, 10. So what will be my correct answer? Please tell me, students, what will be my correct answer? 7, or I will just leave the question and say that no, I got 9. Why is 9 not there in the options? I'll not do the question. Of course, correct. It should be B. So you have to figure out this only. This is the third step I told you in the beginning. You remember? Verify your answer from the options. You got a logic. You applied the logic on the question, but then you have to check whether your answer is present in the options or not. Fine. So like this, you will be able to determine the answer. Okay. All right. Now we'll move to a new question. Now this is another very interesting question of analogy. Very, very interesting. Dog, squirrel, and tail. There is a similarity in 3 words. What if there is 9 and something happens to no, Tanish, listen. There is a rare possibility that you have one option as 7, one option as 9. When both the options are present and you can get the answers in both the ways, then please go and pick any one of the options and then you can report it to the Olympiad team, like whichever Olympiad you're giving, and tell them that the question is ambiguous. What is the meaning of ambiguous? Which has whose answer is not clear. It can have multiple answers. So you can say that this question has multiple correct answers. So please check it and please award us an extra mark for it. So you will be getting an extra mark for it. Okay. This happens only in a rare case, not always. Oh ho ho, no spamming, please, Pratimaditya and Kavish. No spamming at all, please. All right. Okay, so all of you are saying fish, crocodile have water. Fish, crocodile have water. Aha, people got my answer. Dog and squirrel live in tail, like live in water. No, ma'am. Dog and squirrel have a tail. Cottage and hut have a palace. Wrong. Fish and crocodile have water. Wrong. Horse and ox have horns. Is it true? Saroj, is it true? Have you seen a horse with horns? That will make it a unicorn. One single horn. No, horses don't have horns. So that makes option D is the correct answer. Truck and scooter both have gears in it, gears with which you change the gears and the speed of your vehicle changes. That is gear. Okay, fine. That was an interesting question indeed. Most of you answered B, and then when I started giving you hints, come on, Pratimaditya. All right, now we'll move to the next question. The first chocolate question on your screen, people. The first chocolate question. Do it very, very carefully, please. I'll also introduce a double step question with you people. Okay, whatever we did so far was a 1-step question. Now we'll do a 2-step question after this. So solve this one first. I think there is a mistake in the options. I would just change the options. Okay, let it be P, this one be Q, this one be R, or let's make this as A and this as Y and this as P. P, Q, A, Y. Or maybe just I got the, yeah, maybe there's some editing issue. P, Q, A, Y. Oh, Madhav. Kavish, Nilagra, Anish. Okay. P, Q, A, Y are the new options. Any logic in the chat, please? You people can write the logic in the chat freely. No logic? It's hard. Yeah, it is. It's the first chocolate question, Anish. You should feel the heat. Okay, can anyone tell me what is the place value of A? What is the place value of I? Okay, Kyan, 1. For I, thank you, Anish. Nilagra, okay, Santosh, thank you, Kyan. It's 9. 1919 is the place value of which letter? Now, there's a very easy trick to remember this. Can you remember T20 matches? T20 matches? Yes, Ganika. All right. Thank you for mentioning. I just thought that you are a girl and your name is coming as Santoshka. So Ganika. All right. So Ganika, T20, everyone knows T20. So you can remember T has the number 20. So S comes right before T, and that means S is equals to 19. Apply the same logic to AG. Apply the same logic to AG. 1 and 7. What would be our answer? 1 and 7. 17. Which letter is 17? Hmm. 2 letters minus S. Q. Very good. You can write a Q like this and you will remember that Q will always be a 17. A diagram process of remembering it. You know, in our very first class of our regular sessions, we'll have a bunch of fantastic and interesting tricks to remember the place values of the alphabets so that you people can answer all the coding, decoding questions like in a minute. Okay, fine then. So this was the first chocolate question to whose answer we got as Q, that is option B. Now let's move to the next question fast, fast. Hey, I give you a similar question before. Doctor is related to patient in the same way as lawyer is related to. This is a GK question. Previous one was a English question, alphabet based. Kavish has answered me already. Saroj, Nilagra, Siddharth, Anish, Kyan. Wow. Vipul. Okay. Anish. Panendra. Okay, Vipul, don't need to repeat it. I don't know what these mean. Yes, Anish. So for that also, what is magistrate? Prathamaditya, I'll tell you. Listen, this is the beauty of logical reasoning classes. You will come across such new words which you will get to know whose meaning for the first time. Okay, so don't think that this was not taught to you before. Think that joining these classes would actually help you come across such new words. Okay, so lawyer is someone who fights the cases for or against someone in the court. Fine. And then who is a judge? A judge of a court gives the decision that whether someone is really a convict. Convict means someone has really done a crime or not. Okay. Magistrate are special judges. Special judges which are appointed for a specific case or a specific state. Those are called magistrates. Okay. Yeah, Madhav. Thank you. Okay, and the last one is a client. Client is the person for whom the lawyer takes the case. Like lawyer is right here. Lawyer is taking the case for someone who is his client, and the judge sits right here, correct? So what is the relation between doctor and patient? The doctor works for the patient. I think someone got unmuted. Anyways, so yeah, I just was saying the same that yes, so doctor works for the patient and the patient in turn gives money to the doctor. Similarly, the lawyer works for, the relation here is works for the client, and the client in turn will give the lawyer money. Why will judge not be the answer? Because judge does not give money to the lawyer. And The lawyer does not work for the judge. He works for the client. Okay. GK, general knowledge. I told you in the beginning. Yes, Ganika. I told you in the beginning that logical reasoning, if you are good at logical reasoning, you will automatically become very, very good in all the subjects. Now, finally, one chocolate question from maths. This is a two-step question. Very, very tricky. Last question, absolutely tricky. Let me see how many of you can do this. Nilagra, logic. Anish, logic. Others are thinking. Anish, logic. Anish, not just the answer. Can, no problem. We'll discuss it in 30 seconds. Prathamaditya, logic. Okay, Anish. Siddharth, do you have an answer? Okay, think. Vipul has an answer, but Vipul, do you know the logic as well? This is quite a tricky one. Here, again, the same thing, people. Kavish, okay, the reason is, I do, that was funny. Okay, Panendra, fine. Any reason for that answer? Okay, tell me one similarity you see between Siddharth. Okay, tell me the logic, Siddharth. One similarity you see between 66 and 99. Tanish has written something because 2 into 3 is 6, 3 into 3 is 9. Aha, very, very close. Very, very close. Multiple of 33, Prathamaditya. Thank you so much. You actually got the logic. Wow, Tanish. Wow. Perfect. Now, if you join Prathamaditya and Tanish message, you will get the answer. And this is the beauty of conducting the group classes online for these sessions, that people together come and solve the questions by thinking one way or the other. Very good, both of you. Keep it up, everyone. So I know that 66 is a multiple of 33. If I divide 66 by 33, I get a 2. If I divide 99 by 33, I get a 3. Okay. Now, what is this? What is the relation between 2 and 12? There are two relations. There are two relations. Relation number 1, 2 into 6 is 12. Relation number 2, 2 plus 10 is 12. Okay. Keeping the same relation in mind, if I do 3 and 3, then 3 into 6 will give me a 18, which is not in the options, which is thankfully not in the options. And the next thing I'll do is 3 plus 10, 13, which is in the options. So that makes the correct answer for this question as option A, 13. Why is it called a two-step question? It's called a two-step question because this is the step number 1 where you have to divide. And this is the step number 2 where you have to add. So that makes it a two-step question. Is it clear to all? Yes, first we'll divide the number by 33. How we will understand that we have to divide by 33? Similarity between 66 and 99. That will make me think which number should I divide and check. Fine. Okay, so if you don't have any doubts, I have one last question for the day, and that one last question is, how was the session? I need the answers in the chat. Okay, and once I get your answers, I'll hand it over to Rajan sir. Thank you, Ganika. Thank you, Tanish. All right. So sweet of you. Thank you, Pratamaditya, Anish, and Kyan. I'll see you all in the regular sessions then. All right. Thank you so much, Kavish, Siddharth, Vedant. Thank you so much, Ganika. That's a big thing. All right. Thank you, Saroj. Oh, no problem. See, logical reasoning is all about confusion. If you don't come across the confusion, you will never feel like solving it. So, this is a challenge. Take it as a challenge, and you will see that you would be crossing the other barriers of your life as well. Thank you, Panendra. Yeah. Yeah, Avnish, we are done with the questions. You people answered so quickly. That's why. Over to you,
Thank
Rajan
you.
sir. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Priyasha ma'am, for the wonderful session. So, students, in the chat box, I have shared some links again. You can just copy and save somewhere. So, this link will help you to join the live classes. And now, Priyasha ma'am will meet you in the live classes. Okay, students? So, thank you, everyone, for joining today. Thank you, Priyasha ma'am, for the wonderful session. Thank you, students. Okay. Bye,
Bye bye,
everyone.
everyone. Thank you.